What's up, YouTube? I feel like the collective has just really jumped timelines. I know everybody says this, but this is deep. And this is also a very relaxed message, okay? It's going to be relaxed. I don't even know what the message is yet, but I do know that it feels very relaxed, and it feels very much like I don't care what people think. And it's not just somebody who says, I don't care what people think, and then they're like, oh my God, I'm in pain. You truly are stepping into this version of you that is unbothered because you are just you. You are just authentic. You are just being true. You are being the truest version of you. And so that's really what's coming through. I feel like what you have been experiencing is you've been in hermit mode for probably a long time. And although you do go to social things, you do go out, you do speak to people, you are a social person, I do feel like you've been in hermit mode for some of you for almost going on 2 years. This has been a long hermit mode, and not all of you have had to be in that for 2 years, but a lot of you have been in a deep hermit mode because you've been transforming. And this transformation has been so intense. And God is bringing me here today to congratulate you, to talk to you about the transformation, to talk to you about what you have gone through. And it makes me want to cry. It makes me feel very emotional because I think a lot of you don't see how much you've changed and how much you've changed and grown for the better. How much you've transformed into this higher version of you that is aligned with your happiness, that is aligned with your soul's desire, that is aligned with your truest calling, that is aligned with fulfillment and commitment to something bigger than yourself. And when I say something bigger than yourself, it's not in a bad way. It's not like, oh, you're insignificant or you're not the main purpose. But it's almost like you see how you are connected to everything. It's like you have seen how the things that happened in your childhood really created almost like a web of how things worked out. And you're rewriting that story, and you're also you have rewritten that story, and you're still rewriting that story. And it's like you're really seeing that there's a bigger connection here. When you heal yourself, you help heal the world, because this web of connections that, let's say, is built off trauma needs to be knocked down, and a new web needs to be created, because in this web, that web is connected here. And if it's built off trauma, if it's built off pain, if it's built off sorrow and unfortunate circumstances, that energy is transmitting to all these places and people, versus this new energy, this new story, this new shift to a higher vibration, to a vibration of love. That is what you'll be touching people with. That is what will be transmitted and pushed outward endlessly. And so God just wants to talk about, the work you've been doing. Because I don't think that you really, truly, I'm just going to leave this here. Everything just feels like it's okay to be messy. It's okay to be unfinished. It's okay to not be at the end or what you believe is the end. This is just a constant journey. And God just wants you to see from this higher perspective of how much, I feel so emotional, to be honest, of how much safety and security you are creating, not only for yourself, but for those around you, for those to come after you. And you're doing this by choosing yourself, by putting yourself first. And God, tell me more about this. It's like, no matter what people say, you are unbothered. You're okay with holding your boundaries. And you know what? When you have boundaries and someone is feeling those boundaries and they don't like that, it's also teaching them. It's also teaching them to have more love for themselves so they can have better boundaries, so they can grow into a better version of themselves, a higher version. And what I'm seeing is like this journey has not been easy for you. And once again, I'm feeling very emotional. It's like this journey has actually been very hard for you. It's been a challenge. It's been lonely. It's been hard. It's been horrible at times. I see you really breaking down, really hurting, really being in so much pain. But the thing is you were brave enough to face your pain. Most people are not that brave. People don't want to face their darkness. They don't want to face their pain. But we have to face our pain. We have to face our darkness in order to evolve. And you are so brave. You have so much courage. And this courage and this bravery is allowing you to step into a version of you that is just so much more of love, so much more of understanding. And God just wants to come through and just tell you that you're so supported. I know a lot of times you feel alone, and I know it's hard to constantly feel like you are the only one who's there for yourself, and like you have to constantly walk yourself through this journey because nobody else understands. But God is saying, if you take a moment to just slow down, you will see that you're more supported than you think. It's not just you and you. It's you and the entire universe. It's you and God. It is you and your ancestors who support you. And your animal friends around you is what I'm hearing. And you're not alone. And you do have community. You do have friends. You do have relationships. Whether that is in the physical or the spiritual, that is up to you. But you're supported. You're not alone. Like, I'm really hearing this message of you are not alone. There is love all around you. And you have evolved to this higher version of you that is of love. And God is saying, let love in. You are love. Let love in, because you are love, and love has been you've attracted love. Love is all around you. But it feels like there's this wall, and this wall is stopping you from fully experiencing all the work that you have put in. All of the countless days and nights of you doing shadow work, of you tending to your wounds, of you facing your trauma head on. And this, I'm telling you, is emotional. And the fruits of your labor are here. You are here. You are new. You are renewed. You are evolved. You are a new version of yourself. And God is saying, it's okay to let the wall down. It's okay to receive love. You are attracting love. It's okay to receive it. And what I'm hearing is, how do they know if it's love or if it's not love? You dive in. You dive into the unknown, and you trust yourself enough to discern the difference. You trust yourself enough to know, if you dive in and this feels like a lot of sharks in here, you can just get out and dry off. But maybe you dive in and it's like a beautiful school of colorful fish and warm water, and the sun is shining and the music is playing and you're vibing, and you can stay as long as you want. That's the thing. With this work you've been doing, you have a voice, and you have a choice, and you have boundaries, and you have free will. And it's like all these things that were taken from you throughout your life, through the trauma you experienced, you have. And so now that you've gathered this, you can move about freely. You are free. You are free. And I just feel like I need to yell this. Like, you are free! Freedom! Freedom! Yeah, like, I go to the beach and I tell my dogs, run free! And he just looked at me when I said that. They just sprint around crazy, and they just are wild and free, and they just enjoy life. And that's what I'm seeing is like, run free. You are free. Be free. It's time to come out of hermit mode. It's time to come out of hermit mode, and it's not going to be anything that's destructive for you. This doesn't have to happen so quickly. This can be something that is just like, okay, I'm out of hermit mode. Coming out of hermit mode doesn't mean you need to like be doing all these social events. I'm just seeing you go out of your house more. I'm just seeing you experience outdoors more, places more, maybe people, maybe animals, maybe experiences, whatever it is. It's like, it doesn't have to be social. It can be you and nature. But I'm really seeing you evolving through coming out of hermit mode. And what is this? Because I think that's the next step, to be honest. That's what the message is. It's like, the next step is not to be doing what you've been doing. What you've been doing has been powerful. It's been amazing. But it's done. It's like, congratulations, you have evolved. It's not to say that your healing stops here. Your healing continues, but it doesn't look the same anymore. God, show me, what do you mean by this? Honestly, your healing doesn't look so hard. It doesn't look so painful. It doesn't look so traumatizing or heavy or anxiety ridden. Your healing from now on, from this point forward, looks fun. It looks enjoyable. It's like, what does this inner child, no matter what age this inner child is that you have been working on, that you've been healing, whether it's like, you know, your whole childhood self, whether it's you when you're 8, 10, 22, 35, doesn't matter, 52. If it's a younger version than you, if it's you yesterday, then it's you yesterday. Sometimes I'll be doing healing and I'm like, how old are you? And the version of me is like, I'm you now. And I'm like, oh, you're me now. Okay. And so it just feels like the next step of your healing is go and give yourself the fun time that you didn't get to experience before. Go and give yourself the opportunity to just do what you want to do and enjoy life and be free, because you have done the work. And it's time to experience. It's time to do what sets your soul on fire, what allows you to feel like you're on top of the world. God, is there anything else here? Okay, God wants me to give you some examples, because I do feel like your energy is a bit like the Queen of Wands, right? It's like, I can't do that. I gotta work. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I have responsibilities. And God is saying, a bike ride only takes 10 minutes. God is saying, let's see what else God is saying. It's almost like you're thinking too hard about what to do. Just feel. I think throughout your healing, you had to think a lot about how to tend to your shadow, how to approach this, how to tiptoe around people so you didn't put your trauma onto them. It was almost like you were really doing this alone. Like, even if you lived with people in the same household, it's like they didn't really see what you were doing, what you were going through, because you were very mindful and very aware of everyone around you. And so you almost had some constraints on yourself. And God is saying, no more constraints. The healing has happened. You have evolved. You have grown. Yes, the healing continues. But now the healing that's coming is you being uncontained. You being abundant and secure and free. And what I'm hearing is security. What allows them to feel more secure, God? connection, getting out there, speaking your truth. I'm really seeing, like, this is a side message, sidebar for some of you. Maybe not everybody needs to hear this, but speaking your truth in relationships and just being yourself, like authentically yourself. Maybe some of you have been agreeable because you do tiptoe around people and you don't want to rock the boat. But the truth is you have evolved past that. You've rocked the boat. Like, you rocked your whole boat and you already know what it feels like to rock the boat. And you've experienced that and you've grown and you've evolved, and it's like no more being small, no more quieting your voice, no more believing that you don't have a choice. You are free. You have a voice. You have a choice. You have freedom. You have the ability to feel. Maybe for all those years you were suppressing how you were feeling, and that's okay. But the past year and a half, 2 years, you've been feeling everything. Feel to heal. And now feel the good stuff. It's time to feel the good stuff. All right, so that's the message I have for you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'm grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for you watching, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye.